minds, it's fight week. BYB debuts in the Duke City. It's BYB 35 Albuquerque Brawl. And from recently reading that he was going to take a hiatus and not fully focus on the fight game, then I read right away that Cole Griego is now going to take off the gloves and give some Bare-Knuckle an opportunity. Quite the whirlwind it seems like you've had from expecting a fight earlier in the year that fell through, and that looked like it weighed kind of heavy on you.
Yeah, definitely. I think having 4 fights fall through last year, especially since they were all not on my end, it was just disappointing. And I think for the last 2 especially, I really kind of got my hopes up. I was like, you know what, we're gonna get in there, and it's, I'm gonna end the year off right. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. But I did want to kind of focus on other things. And like I was telling Micah earlier, I think just sometimes when you kind of focus on other things and realize that you got life and a lot of things to do outside of fighting, that's usually when the opportunities come up. So I'd always planned on staying consistent in the gym and essentially staying in camp. But I knew that if I was looking forward to things outside of the cage and that wasn't just my main focus, that opportunities would arise, and sure enough they did. So that's kind of where I'm at now.
When you least expected, opportunity knocks. Was Bare-Knuckle something that you were contemplating before this opportunity was brought to your attention?
Definitely. Being at a few of the live shows, watching John Dotson out there killing it, watching my coach Frank go out there and, being in his corner, just kind of experiencing the whole thing. I think also me too, being from Albuquerque, I've been punched in the face Bare-Knuckle before, so I know what it feels like. So I think it's always something that I've been a little bit interested in, and especially, getting this opportunity to compete in front of all my friends and family in my hometown that I was born and raised in. I just think that the opportunity was too good for me to say no. So like I said, when I heard about it, I jumped on it immediately, and I'm just super stoked that I'm able to compete here and in front of all my friends and family. I know everybody's been wanting to see me get into a fight, so now's your opportunity, and I think this is going to be a good one.
Carlos Guerra is a uniquely big opportunity for your debut foray into the sport. He's fought for the BYB belt before.
Yeah, of course. I'm familiar with my opponent. I respect him. I think he's got a lot of talent. He's good, but I've been just focusing on my hands, not just for this camp, but I've always been known, as a striker and somebody that can really lay it down. So I think my power, and I think just how slick I am, he's going to be surprised by, and I think it's going to be too much for him. Like I said, I respect him. I know he's he's had some wars and he's got some experience himself, but I've never had so much confidence in myself, just as a person and as a fighter. So I just think that that's going to really shine through in my performance, and it's just, especially having my hometown crowd behind me, just the energy that I have here. I just don't see any way for him to beat me on Saturday. It's just I just see my hand getting raised, and I think that we're going to get out there and we're going to have an amazing finish, because right now I've never been hitting so hard, and so I've never just felt as sharp as I do right now. So I think he's going to run into some hot stuff, especially if he tries to put the pressure on me and make it an ugly fight. It's going to be a long night for him.
What do you feel about the opportunity to fully focus on a camp in this sport has done to benefit you as a martial artist?
I think just since, honestly, the last 2 years, I've been focused more so on my jiu-jitsu and my ground game and my wrestling. So I think this was, almost a good little break for me to have, because obviously I still am super passionate about all that. I still fully plan on competing in MMA, but I think just having the last 8 weeks to sharpen up my hands and just focus on that discipline solely has helped me a lot, not only for my boxing skills, but I think it'll translate well when I go back to MMA and start training wrestling and jiu-jitsu and all that stuff again too. So I think it's been beneficial for me in every way.
It's not just that your debut in the sport, it's the company's debut here in town. And not to mention, when we talk about the opportunities that you've had, fighting here locally hasn't come along that often. A lot of these opportunities that were presented were out of state. What does it mean for you to compete here?
It means a lot for me, just because, like I said, I'm born and raised here. I have a ton of friends and family here. I know a lot of people are going to be there supporting me. And, the last time that I fought here was in 2019. And, even though I was still an amateur, I just remember feeling the energy from all my people and just, feeling amazing out there, and going out there and getting the first round finish was really nice. So, like I said earlier, it might be a long night for Carlos, but it also might be a short night because I got the power to finish fights in one shot. I fully believe that. I fully believe in my hands. And, yeah, if I land something good, especially bare-knuckle, it's over.
You said if you land something good, and you said it could go either way. What are you really seeing, though? When you're envisioning, what are you exactly having play out in your mind?
You're right, Mike. I said if. I should say when, because it's going to happen. I'm going to land something significant in this fight. And, he may survive. He may get up, a few times. But I just envision the finish. I think that he likes to be patient. He likes to play the clinch game a little bit. He likes to dirty box. He likes to make it a little bit ugly. But I don't plan on obliging in any of that. I am going to, if he wants to clinch, I want to get him off me, use my range, use my counter-striking abilities, because that's just what I'm good at, and I know what I'm good at, and I know how to control the tempo in a fight, more than ever, because I have that experience. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go in there, follow my game plan, do what I know I'm good at, and do what I know that, me and my coaches have talked about, and, because we've watched him, we know what he likes to do, so we've got a game plan, and we're gonna execute that on Saturday.
When we look at your style, because we can see the hours of mitt work that you put in, the stuff on your social media, how do you feel your style is applicable to bare-knuckle?
I think my style is going to be difficult for him to figure out, not only because of my power and my precision, but I think the fact that I'm so comfortable in southpaw and I'm so comfortable switching stances. I'm not like your ordinary, boxer. You can't mimic me in training. So none of his sparring partners are anything like me or feel like me in any way. So that's going to be difficult. I think I'm going to just be too difficult for him to figure out. I think that just especially having a connection with my coach, Frank, we've been working together for 6+ years now. It's just we kind of got things dialed in, and Steve Mean Machine Garcia is going to be in my corner as well, and I think I've also trained with him since I was a kid, so I think the connections that I have in my corner, my coaches, my training partners, everybody that I have here in my hometown, all of it is in my favor. Everything I just think is falling into place as it should, and I just feel amazing. And like I said, I'm just excited to go out there and get a knockout this Saturday. And I just think, like I said, my style is just too hard to figure out. I'm too slick. I'm too fast right now, and my mindset is better than it's ever been. So look forward to an amazing fight on Saturday, because the whole card is stacked, and I plan on like I said, putting on an amazing finish.
We'll see you guys at the Albuquerque Brawl BYB 35 Revel Entertainment Center.